Hello students, today we are going to deal with the topic epoxides. In this topic, we will study introduction, nomenclature, preparation, reactions and applications of epoxides. In the beginning, let us see what is epoxide. Epoxides are organic compounds having three-membered heterocyclic ring with oxygen atom in the ring. This ring is also called as oxyran ring. The most important epoxide is ethylene oxide. This ethylene oxide is also known as oxyran. Epoxides are also referred as cyclic ethers or alkaline oxides. What are ethers? Ethers are organic compounds having COC linkage. If you observe structure of epoxides, there is COC linkage in the ring and hence epoxides are referred as cyclic ethers. Now let us see nomenclature of epoxides. There are two systematic ways to name epoxides. In one method, the three-membered oxygen-containing ring is called as oxyran with oxygen at position 1. If you observe first structure, there is oxyran ring. Oxygen is numbered as 1. The neighboring carbon is numbered as 2. This carbon has ethyl group and hence the name becomes 2-ethyl oxyran. In the other structure, there are two methyl groups attached to the carbon adjacent to oxygen and hence the name becomes 2,2-dimethyl oxyran. In the other method, epoxide can be named as an alkane with the prefix epoxy. Two numbers designate the location of atoms to which oxygen is bonded. If you observe first structure, there are 4 carbons in the chain and hence it becomes butane derivative. Oxygen is attached to second and third carbon and hence the name becomes 2,3-epoxy butane. Similarly, the other compound can be named as 1,2-epoxy cyclohexane. Now let us see preparation of epoxides. In first method, we will see preparation of epoxides by oxidation of olefins. Alkenes can be directly air oxidized in presence of silver catalyst to give epoxides. Ethene on direct air oxidation in presence of silver catalyst give ethylene oxide, that is oxyran. Propylene on direct air oxidation in presence of silver catalyst give propylene oxide. The other method involves action of peracid on olefins. What is peracid? Peracid is RCOOOH. Peracid has extra oxygen than corresponding carboxylic acid. When alkene is treated with peracid, that extra oxygen adds up across carbon-carbon double bond of alkene to give epoxide and corresponding carboxylic acid is formed. Ethene on action of peroxyacetic acid gives ethylene oxide and acetic acid. Similarly, propene on treatment with peroxyformic acid gives propylene oxide and formic acid. Let us see preparation of epoxides from halohydrines. When alkenes are treated with hypohalous acids like HOCl and HOBr, corresponding halohydrines are formed. Hypochlorous acid is obtained from chlorine water. Hypobromous acid is obtained from bromine water. When ethene is treated with hypobromous acid, corresponding bromohydrine is formed, that is 2-bromoethanol. When propene is treated with hypochlorous acid, it gives corresponding chlorohydrine, that is 1-chloro-2-propanol. These halohydrines, when treated with alkali, get converted to epoxides. When ethylene chlorohydrin is treated with calcium hydroxide, ethylene oxide is formed. This is how we have seen three methods of preparation of epoxides. In first method, alkene is directly air oxidized in presence of silver catalyst to give epoxide. In second method, alkene is treated with peracid to give epoxide and corresponding carboxylic acid is formed. In third method, alkene is treated with hypohalous acid to give halohydrin. This halohydrin on treatment with alkali gives epoxide. Now let us see reactions of epoxides. Here we are going to see ring opening reactions of epoxides by nucleophiles. Epoxides have tendency to open the ring. Oxygen atom gets attached to positive part of the reagent and carbon gets attached to negative part of the reagent. Let us see reaction of acid with epoxides. Here we are going to deal with HCl and HBr. The positive part of the acid is proton and negative part of the acid is halide. When ethylene is treated with HBr, proton gets attached to oxygen and bromide gets attached to carbon while ring opening takes place. Hence, ethylene on treatment with HBr gives bromohydrin, that is 2-bromoethanol. Ethylene on treatment with HCl gives corresponding chlorohydrin, that is 2-chloroethanol. Now let us see action of HCN on ethylene oxide. Ethylene oxide, when treated with HCN in presence of calcium oxide, cyanohydrin is formed. The ring opens up, proton gets attached to oxygen and cyanide ion gets attached to carbon and 2-cyanoethanol is formed. Now let us see hydrolysis of epoxide with water in presence of dilute acid. When ethylene oxide is heated to 50 to 70 degrees with large excess of water in presence of acid catalyst, water molecule acts up across the ethylene oxide giving glycol. This reaction is called as hydration. Here we have to use excess of water to avoid side reaction. Otherwise, ethylene glycol formed further adds up to ethylene oxide molecule to give diethylene glycol. Similarly, we will see addition of alcohol to ethylene oxide in presence of dilute acid. Proton gets added up to oxygen and alkoxide part gets added up to carbon. When ethylene oxide is treated with ethanol in presence of dilute sulfuric acid, we get ethoxyethanol. Now let us see reactions of epoxides in neutral medium. We will see action of Grignard reagent on ethylene oxide. It gives corresponding complex molecule which on hydrolysis gives primary alcohol with addition of 2 carbons. Grignard reagent is RMgX. Here metal forms positive part and alkyl or aryl carbon forms negative part. Positive part adds up to oxygen and negative part adds up to carbon. And the ring opening of epoxide takes place. Let us see addition of phenyl magnesium bromide on ethylene oxide. MgBr adds up to oxygen and phenyl group adds up to carbon to give complex. This complex on hydrolysis gives 2-phenyl ethanol. Here if you observe, 2 carbons are added up to phenyl group and primary alcohol is formed. Similar reaction can be seen with other Grignard reagents. Now let us see reactions of epoxides in basic conditions. Similar type of reaction is observed with amine. Amines have hydrogen at nitrogen. This hydrogen gets added up to oxygen and nitrogen part gets added up to carbon. Let us see first reaction of ammonia on ethylene oxide. The ring opening takes place and proton gets added up to oxygen and NH2 gets added up to carbon to get 2-amino-ethanol. Now there are hydrogens attached to nitrogen. So this can be used to add to ethylene oxide and you get diethanol amine. There is one hydrogen at nitrogen. So similar reaction can take place to give triethanol amine. Now there is no hydrogen at nitrogen, so further reaction is not possible. But you can have choline formation in aqueous solution. Now let us see reaction of epoxides with alkoxides. This reaction is used for preparation of epoxy resins. This is an anionic polymerization reaction. Sodium ion adds up to oxygen and alkoxide part adds up to carbon and the reaction continues. Hence it is polymerization reaction. So this is how we have seen different reactions of epoxides. Let us see applications of epoxides. We have seen that ethylene oxide is very important epoxide and it is used for the preparation of ethanol amine. And ethanol amine is used as an emulsifying agent. Ethylene oxide is also used in preparation of choline, which is used in the preparation of B complex. Also, it is used as a growth factor in chicks. Ethylene oxide is used in the preparation of epoxy resins. These epoxy resins are used as adhesives. They are used to bind glass, porcelain, metal and wood. This is how we have dealt with the topic epoxides. Thank you.